are driving home in the brand new Toyota 2020 Supra. Oh, it says heads-up display. Wow.
We should be closer to friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer to friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression.
Today is Toyota Supra Day. We'll do a little walk around here in my new Supra. And actually, I picked this up last September of last year. So this is not like I just got this car yesterday. It's a car that I've had for a while. And I'm just decided, you know what? I'll do a little review on it because you get everybody else's opinions on these cars. And I thought it'd be interesting to get my perspective, right? So here she is. She's the premium package. And a lot to this car, more than you realize, of the plus and minuses. So I'll share with you as I drive the car and give you my impressions and ownership. So it is significant. I mean, it really turns into a much funner car. And yeah, I think that's true for a lot of cars where you get the sport action modes where it changes the exhaust note and the suspension, which is the key thing that a lot of cars do. Some just exhaust note, and also opens up the motor to breathe better and all that ECM, controlled technology. So, and right now, once again, we're just in the regular mode, and it's just kind of, nothing really that great or special. But when I go here to the sport mode, all of a sudden, she comes to life. Now we got some fun time going. And ooh, there you go. I haven't really gotten into it for you to hear the gurgling and the burping and popping. But that's what starts to happen. And of course, the revs, the RPMs are higher and the shifting points are higher. So, another nice thing getting off the engine is how it has the new Apple Play that's wireless, meaning that you don't have to get a USB connection to enable your Apple Play, which we'll show that a little bit later here as we continue to talk about the 2020 Supra. We've got our paddle shifter options, and what's really crazy with this car is she really is light in the back end, really light. Another nice feature in this car, it's got the adaptive cruise control on it. That's a nice feature. Has a heads-up display and all the steering wheel controls. And what's really interesting is these buttons, all those buttons right there, that's all for the radio. They went like red. Here is my fuel mileage. And that comes through my little joystick right here, which is pretty cool. You can navigate through that. Show you that in a minute. Newer generation iPhone, very difficult if you have a case on it. And what I've experienced and what others have experienced is when you put your phone down there, it gets so hot, you got to take it out of there. It feels like it's going to catch on fire. I don't really trust that, so not so sure the engineer's idea on that idea. So this here has the heated seats, even though it's green light. All right, this car is very tricky. When you put it in gear, you got to grab the handle and push this little side right here to pull it back, to put it in drive. And then when you put it in park, you push the little P button, and now you're in park. and you got to manually put the brake on. So here, this car has the lane assist, and man, you don't put your blinker on, this thing's very aggressive. Now, one thing about this car is this back end is so light. If you just really drive this thing and you don't have your hands on the wheel, get prepared for what's going to happen, just watch the Jay Leno. Just watch the Jay Leno clip where he test drove one of these around a racetrack, and he instantly wiped out. The back end came out from behind him. And this back now, with being so low to the road, you know, of course, you get all the bumps and the noise. And the next thing is, you know, how do your legs and body feel after about an hour ride around in this thing? And for me, it seems like my left leg kind of starts to give in, because you don't really think about this, but I do, as I ride around cars all the damn time. But these foreign cars, the seats, you're so low in the seat, it's like you're borderline laying down in the car. So that's something that is more common in your SUV and your truck, and even American sedan cars that are a decent size, because I have the Charger and the Hellcats, and you know, you don't have that same body posture. This car here, it's like your butt is totally supporting your whole infrastructure of body, and your legs and knees are doing nothing, versus in a, you know, your SUV and truck, it's like a lounge chair where you're sitting upright and your legs. All right, see that there? That tells you how much power this car has. So if I get into it, you're gonna see everything she's got. So that's it right there. That's the maximum power and torque. You just saw it. Pretty cool.
The doors open. Take that hot road in her bed.
Now we got out of the sport displays. Go back to home. And let's see if we still have our Apple Play. And there's our little Apple Play. And then there we go. It shows us our, there you go. All right, now we're gonna take off the sport mode. Just go off sport. And she gets really lazy and really quiet. See, normal. There's CarPlay. See here? Go down. Pretty cool. Back up. Music. Podcasts. Right. So this lane assist, you see that up there? That's that thing's temperamental. So I'll let go of the steering wheel. Let's just see what starts to happen. Oh, see that? I'll do it again. I'll give you a little better. 48 degrees out here. It's a really balmy day, huh? And another thing to think about in this car is the fact that it's got the summer performance tires, so technically you don't really want to be driving this car around when it's 40 degrees or less if you follow the proper tire guidelines. They do not recommend summer tires be operated in the below 40 degree temperature range. This thing's getting bossy now. It just told me to keep in my lane. Let's see if it does it again. Oh yeah, look at that. Bossy. It definitely alerts you. So if you're sleepy and you're driving down the road. The car has the blind spot monitoring. That's the big thing these days. Where you can kind of listen to the car pretty quiet. Pretty just ho-hum as far as going down the road. Really, it's the back roads car to get your spirited freewheeling time. That's where you're gonna have something that's interesting about this car. And I've owned many cars, and really nice cars. And this car here, when I picked it up last September of last year, it was crazy how many people would approach me. And I mean, of every ethnic background, male, female, age, I was really taken back by how much attention this car received. And you know, I've had the Jaguar F-Type R, and the Hummers years ago, the Range Rovers. All right, I've been in this car maybe 35, 40 minutes, and already my leg, left side, hip area, lower leg, it's already starting to feel the pain. It just really is incredible how these sports cars, you have to see the display heads up, but you can scroll through with your little button here and see what channel you want to go to. Got the window down, pull it up a little bit, and so we're about 50. In sport mode, get a little more fun in this thing. Just truly night and day on the fun factor. Second gear. Pretty nice, shifting, downshifting, active exhaust, pretty cool. Not very noisy, very subtle exhaust there. Back end wants to kick out so badly in this car. There, I don't know if you can hear that wind turbulence, but it just happened. Once you hit about 40 miles an hour is when it kind of overtakes the interior. Now here's a little lesson. When you are putting this car in reverse and parking your car, and then you want to park it, there's a you have to do certain steps. You have to put the car in park, you have to pull the parker brake back, then you hit the off button. If you do not do those 3 steps, the car does not turn off. So this is interesting. When you put the car in sport mode and you actually turn the car off, the car stays in sport mode. Most other cars, when you turn them off, they default back to the normal mode. So that's pretty cool. Good news. You just pop out this goofy tray that holds you from putting your wireless. That's a nice get rid of accessory. I don't know what the hell that's for, but no center console in this thing. So a really nice feature in this car is the messaging. When you do voice command messaging, it does a great job. So the hands-free is really nice. Day of driving, heading back in, get the Honda Civic Type R, get a little taste of that, get a kind of a review of the Supra versus the Honda Civic Type